So I'm just chilling, and Kitty has decided my boob is a perfect place to take a nap. Is it comfy? She's so goddamn cute. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Turn on my puck lights. Hi. Hello, everybody. My name is Yashiroreaper. And welcome to the stream. We're going to be playing some Stardew Valley. I love Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is a lot of fun. I'm going to be playing that. I just sent out a tweet. I'm just pulling up the stream so that I can, keep track of, chat and things like that. Not that I've had anything but bots in chat, and, one person asked me something, but, I didn't catch it because it was the one time I didn't have my chat thing going. So, yeah, there it is. You say I'm live, yes. There. Alright, the stream is pulled up on my phone. Alright, so we're going to pull up some Stardew Valley! I also got some, I ordered myself a lucky bag from, fucking Sugoi Mart. And I got a Japanese version of Conan manga. My best friend actually is learning Japanese and likes to read manga Japanese, so I gave it to her. I was like, I don't know how to read Japanese. My friend does, though. I'm giving it to her. It just happened to be the day before I got it. It was my friend's birthday the next day, and I was like, perfect! So, to my friend Zook, hello, yes. But along with it, I got a few other things. I was going to give her probably the Japanese manga no matter what it was. I just wasn't sure if it was going to be in Japanese or not. But yeah, it was in Japanese, so it became my friend's. And she liked it, so that's good. I'm also borrowing. She let me borrow her Ranma 1/2, which I'm going to finish reading today, which is very good. I love Rumiko Takahashi. If you can probably tell, behind me I have about 9 of the big anthology volumes. I need to collect the rest. No, I haven't watched Yashihime, and yes, I refuse to watch Yashihime, and I am upset with the way Yashihime was handled. But whatever. I'm reading Ranma, and I might start collecting that. But that's a very hard series to find, apparently. My friend's like, I'll let you borrow this, but it's hard to find. I'm like, fair enough. Fair fucking enough. But yeah, as I was saying, from Sugoi Mart, I got Calbee chips, and I love Calbee chips. They're not that popular. I don't find them many places. I don't even know what flavor this is, but all I know is that I love Calbee chips, so I'm like, yay! I also got some, I can't even remember what the flavor was, but it's specialty Kit Kat flavor. And they're up there too. And I also got some candies and things like that. I think the biggest things I got out of it was I got a little Shinobi little keychain. I got my Mallory, Sanrio character. It's the one that's supposed to be some sort of Kappa monster thing. And then I got a Rem figure, yeah, and that's where 98% of the price went, but I also got some snacks and the manga. So yeah, I'm gonna eat these Calbee chips probably at some point. I also made myself a drink. This is my second drink. I bought this thing of breezers because it was on sale when I went to the liquor store last time, and they're pretty good. It came in 4 flavors, pina colada. I had the pineapple one, and yeah. And now I'm having a giant rum and coke because that's how I live my life, people. And it's with Kraken rum. I finished my Baron Samdi one. So my brother and my brother-in-law's favorite rum is Kraken, so I bought that this time. Also, they didn't have the Baron Samdi. I kept the bottle because the bottle looks cool. Anyways, we're gonna load up my game, and I can stop rambling. Also, this is my first day off this week. Actually, my only day off this week, which I was very excited about. So we're just gonna jump right back into this Reaper farm. Let's go! I've been busy a lot lately. I work with both my jobs. I work almost every day, and tomorrow I actually got called in early for my other job. She's like, "Can you come in early?" I'm like, fine. I don't know. I don't think the new girl that we hired is gonna stay. So I'm like, all right, I'll be in. I'll take the extra money because I'm trying to find a new apartment, and any money I can save is good. They get some money back from the government, which I'm very excited about. I love my husband. Thing I was trying to figure out how to use, but I still haven't figured out how to use it. So I was trying to fish. Then I learned I'm shit at fishing. Also, like, one thing I've realized lately is, like, I've been speaking more Japanese around my cat. Like, I've always said gohan desu to her, or itadakimasu. But, like, lately, I've been, like, coming home and, like, she usually, like, comes at me as soon as I get home. She's like, Human, you're back! And I'm like, I have like her going like, Okasa! Okasa! Nani! Nani! Okasa! I don't know why I stare at this, but it's in my brain, so it's here to stay for the time being. Yeah, I've like been busy with work and like last day I was at work. I literally got home. I was so tired because my manager, along with a new hire, like our manager had to leave. So like we're in the middle of like trying to find a new manager, and like the girl that's kind of handling stuff right now is like, she's like, I don't get paid for this, and I hate having to deal with this. And I'm like, fucking fair enough. I feel bad for you, but at the same time, I definitely don't get paid enough for it, and I haven't been here long enough. I'm like asking her questions. I'm like, alright, so this is stuff I've been doing so far. Am I fucking it up? And also I think like a couple of the younger hires are gonna get in a bit of trouble with the new management. Because they've been allowed to get away with a lot of stuff, and I'm like, yeah, you're not gonna be able to get away with this for much longer. I'm sorry, guys. Yashi, your brain is totally not fed. It's not like you work 40 plus hours a week. Go away. Bushio! Ratio! Mina. Dozo! Come here! Say dozo a lot to my cat too. They're like, dozo. If you're also wondering, I also say, like, another thing I do to my cat, because I'm a weird otaku, is like, I say, Takamasu, Wanzudoi. Like, I say all this shit, but like, I also, like, yell at my cat in German. When she's about to do something I don't want her to do, I'm like, 9! My cat is like now become this like weird amalgamation of like fluency. Cause she knows Gohan means breakfast. She knows what itadakimasu. She knows what dozo means. Like these are just things my cat now understands because I've said them enough around her. But like now she's just like super sassy. She's just like, Mother, you're like gone 98% of the time. Mother, you have no life. And I'm like, I know I have no life, kitty. Trust me, I know this. Sorry, I realize that I have no life. Because I don't. Because I'm busy. Because I got works. Like my landlord, just recently, he changed the pet policy. But like, I'm fine with that because I was planning on moving anyways, but like I'm definitely not going to be staying with this landlord. I'm like trying to find someone else. clay. Sell you, sell you, sell you. Sell you, definitely sell you. Selling you, selling you, selling you. Sell, sell, sell. Sell, sell. Sell. Definitely selling. Mega selling. Gather 20 pieces of trash. Dump the trash in the recycling bin. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish your task, Linus. I'll grab a freaking. Grab my bamboo pole. Actually, maybe if I grab the trainer pole. That'll make my life a bit easier. I'm gonna try to do the thing for Linus and try to get all this trash. Because Linus is a good dude, and I want to make him happy. Because Linus is my boy. I got my Pierre, my homeboy, obviously, and then I've got Linus, my actual boy. Say that loud now. It's kind of like cleared in my speech now. Ooh, when did this open up? I like you. Alright, I'll come back here later. Never mind. I've been like busy with life and stuff. And like around here, COVID has been getting worse because people are just not obeying mask rules. As soon as the virus, the vaccine came out, I feel like people are just like, well, I don't have to care anymore. And I'm like, you do. And like, I have some coworkers where I've talked to them, and I'm like, yeah, I understand like that kind of stuff. And they're like, well, masks don't do anything for you. I'm like, no, they don't. That's almost like the point of masks. Masks are not for your protection, they're for someone else's protection. Like, what you do for yourself is you fucking wash your hands and you be, like, a reasonably sanitary person. Let the fish go. Fuck it. I'm done tonight. But yeah. Like, I understand there are certain people, and like, there's this one lady that I call Crazy Lady. And they're like, well, she has PTSD. And I'm like, fair enough. But if you have PTSD and you don't want to wear a mask, I'm sorry, number one, limit your contact outdoors as much as possible. Sorry, it's a pandemic. You're protecting others. And number two, don't touch anything. And like stay away from people. Anytime she comes into the store, and like she also like protests that the virus isn't real, and like as soon as you do that, I don't care if you have a medical reason for not wearing a mask, because I understand that. I'm an asthmatic. I wear the mask anyways because hey, I don't feel like dying. But like people that are just like the virus doesn't exist, I'm like, oh my god, I'm going to hate you. The virus fucking exists. Globalization makes us, as a society, more susceptible to a pandemic. Plus, capitalism made us very less sanitary than we probably should be. And that's what this pandemic has proved, that we are not as sanitary as we fucking think we are. We could do to be way more sanitary. Stop catching fish! I'm here for trash! I'm here for trash! I just keep catching fish! Ugh. I'm here to catch fish! I'm not here to catch fish. I'm here to catch trash. Give me trash. Oh, thank God. Like, I'm nowhere near like the 20. Okay, there's only 20 items of trash. Linus, I'm trying to get you your trash. I swear to God, I'm trying. As I said, I don't care what you guys think about the pandemic and stuff. Like, if you think your country is a bit overstimulating, fine, whatever. I just don't really feel like being that person that's gonna be like, hey, I would feel terrible if I got someone sick. Like, I don't know. I haven't been raised. I was not raised to think just about myself. I was definitely raised in like small town environment where you look after others. And like that has definitely influenced me and what one big reasons that like I would not, even if I had like a medical condition, like I'm sorry. For a lot of people that say breathing with a thin piece of, especially like the surgical like thin piece of cloth masks, those are fucking nothing. I don't wear those ones. I actually wear like, this is what I wear. I wear a thick cloth one. It's fairly thick. And the reason I wear it is because my glasses fog up. And if I set it on here, I don't get fog. It's got a tough enough seal up here with the nose thing, and this fabric's thick enough that nothing is. Also, like, it has a vent on mine, but I don't actually. I've sewed a piece of cloth over the vent so that the vent is actually not being used. It's just I happened to buy masks that had vents, and I didn't want anything getting out here, so I just sewed a piece of cloth through it, and yeah, that stops a good chunk of anything that would get out through that from getting out. But like, as an asthmatic who has a lot of trouble breathing, like I can't wear tight necklaces. Like anything around my neck makes me nervous. This is fine. And I understand some people have claustrophobia. One of my coworkers was very claustrophobic. She got over it because she realized you need to fucking wear this mask. And like, even if you don't, a lot of stores around here anyway still allow you to wear a face shield. You can wear a face shield. I'm sorry, there is almost, like, even for claustrophobic people, that's apparently not that bad. But like, I don't get it. And like, if you are so badly disabled, like breathing wise, that a thin piece of fabric in front of your face makes it so you are unable to breathe, you need to, number one, either be on oxygen, or you probably shouldn't be fucking out in the middle of a pandemic. I understand some people don't have choices, but I work in a dollar store. Like, they call us an essential service just because we have like a few groceries, but like, people, you don't need to be going to the dollar store. Like, and like nowadays, there are a lot of cheap options for people to like, a lot of grocery stores now, at the very least around my area, like they offer like, you can order it online, they pack it up for you, and like you can pick it up outside, and it doesn't cost you that much extra. Like, I understand, but Jesus Christ, people. Anti-maskers get me. And people that say the disease is not real get me. Because I know, like, me myself, if I get this, I'm not gonna be okay. Like, I have managed to get my asthma fairly under control by, number one, getting more fit, and number two, curbing a lot of my anxiety helped a lot. But, like, I can't run. Like, running is not a thing I'm able to do. If I run, I'm going to have very difficulty breathing. I cannot do, like, slopes. That really bothers my asthma. Like, like, I hate this mechanic so much. It is like the worst. Whatever. I'm gonna put away this trash. But yeah. I don't know. Anti-maskers, those people piss me off. And I have to deal with this so much at work. And like, I'm one of those people that like, if an old lady forgot their mask in their car, I'm not gonna like force this old lady to go back to her car and put on a mask. And like, most people are pretty cool about it. Like, most people are just like, oh, I forgot my mask, and either put it back on or they race out to their car. But like, the people that get mad at me, and like, I even let homeless people that may not have a mask, I say, okay, I realize you don't have a mask. Could you please, number one, stay 5 feet away from people, don't touch things you're not intending to buy, And if at all possible, please buy a mask. Like, I let people come in that are just like, oh, I ran out of masks, I'm gonna buy one. And I'm like, sure, go ahead. But, like, don't be a dick. And understand that, like, I don't want people near me. Oh, it's gross and I hate it. When I tell you to pull off your mask, don't immediately take it down 5 seconds later. I see you and I realize you are the asshole. You're not getting away. No one's like, oh, cool. Yeah, no, I see you. And I see you and I think you're an asshole. Trust me. Why do people want to be seen like assholes? Like, I don't get it. Why do you wanna be seen like an asshole? Why do you wanna be a dick? Why do you wanna be seen like an asshole? Why do you wanna be seen like a dick? I don't know how I'm gonna get this. No. Let's go to sleep. But yeah, as I said, I work in customer service. I deal with a lot of pain in the ass people. And I'm like a supervisor position. So I deal with all the nasty customers. And like for the most part, people are good around here. But occasionally I have people where I'm just so mad. I'm just, why are you like this? Like, why? Why do you hate people? Like, is this like some sort of thing? Do you like get off on it? I don't know. Aw, thank you, Gus. Wait, who else give me things? I love my boy. I love my boy Mayor, Lewis. Also, like, one of the reasons I'm working so hard, number one, is to get a new job, and also, like, I want to pay off my credit card that I wrote up when I was really ill. I'm, like, trying to get it paid off slowly but surely. Like, it's a pain. But, like, one of my goals for myself is I said, as soon as I pay it off, I'm allowed to treat myself to something. So my goal is, whenever I pay it off, I'm going to buy myself a Switch Lite and some games I've been wanting. Which will probably include a mobile version of this. I'm probably going to get some Pokemon games, like Pokemon Snap. I fucking want Pokemon Snap. You have no idea how much I want it. I'm probably going to get, like, I don't know. I want to get some Pokemon games. I want to get Mario Party. And I want to get Smash, because my friend told me Seth Ross gonna be in it, and I need my husbando. How do you open this? Punch this around? Is that like what I'm being told here? Like, oh, alright, I guess you're gonna sit there for now. Let's go check out my chickies. Chicky doggies. my bunny, 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 bunny. Hello, my babies, how are you? Ooh, ooh, ooh. But yeah, that's my little rant on COVID times and people that annoy me. Also, like, one day my coworkers looked at me and like, "Are you gonna get the vaccine?" I'm like, "Yes!" And they're like, "Oh yeah, you're like you're like one of the people that are at risk." I'm like, "Yeah, number one and number two, herd fucking immunity." There are some people that literally will never be able to get this, whether they're allergic to something in it, whether they are immunocompromised and cannot withstand a vaccine. There are people like that out there. Fucking get a vaccine! It's like this thread going along on Twitter where they're talking about like it's a bobsled dog that like went up, and I can't remember if it was like the north part of Canada or like Russia, but like somewhere cold, and like these bobsled teens were like taking vaccines to kids, and like they're like Balto, I think it was Balto, yeah, this dog did not die for you to not vaccinate your kids. And I agree. Those sled dogs did not die for you to not vaccinate your fucking kids. Or for you not vaccinate your fucking self. Welcome to modern society. We just ask that you vaccinate yourself. And they're like, of course, I understand there are definitely people out there that like can't be vaccinated. Which to me is like the entire reason why you should vaccinate your fucking self. Like, come on! It's not that fucking hard! It's not that fucking hard. It is actually quite easy. All you have to do is not be a fucking dick. I'm gonna see if I can catch shit. Get to my boy. Let's go visit my boy, my boy, my boy, my boy. My boy. Yeah. Also, like, I keep getting this card at work. Like, I found it twice. It's like, awesome saved by Jesus. And it's like, hockey players. And it's like, and then it just says, like, Holy Ghost .info, like it's a fucking website, and it hurts my brain every time I see it. I'm like, what the fuck? You're telling me people are just like, one time it was stuffed in an item, so it wasn't meant to be found. And then another time I found it on the floor, which means it either fell out of someone's pocket, or like they set it somewhere and it fell to the floor at some point. But like, what are people doing? Like, I don't get these people that are going around being like, I have to send you a letter or give you a card or lecture you for 45 minutes about Jesus. Sorry, fuck off! It's great that you have religious things, and it's great that, like, you believe in something. Good on you, as long as you're not hurting other people or being a dick. And as far as I'm concerned, going around preaching your religion to people who do not want to hear it or have not asked for it is being a nuisance. Fuck off! I've had that happen. I had a Mormon come up to me when I was sitting in my car one day. This is back when I looked a little bit more like I had long hair. Nothing was shaved. I was sitting in my car listening to like indie, like rock, soft rock, that kind of thing. Like, I was listening to Lost Coastlands by Orcaville, if you know them. And like, Lost Coastlands. And it's like very soft music, like very would-be Christian approved. And like, this lady's like talking to me about Jesus. And back then I was so non-confrontational. I was just like, alright, you're gonna talk to me about Jesus, fine. And then the instant she goes to walk away, my phone, being the smart person that it was, instantly went to the Hush to Fall. No, it wasn't even Ramstein. I think it might have been like, I think of it. We're all in the family. Look at you, fool. I'm gonna fuck you up. Look at me. It was just like heavy metal, very offensive lyrics. Instantaneously, I've never seen someone walk away so fast in my fucking life. I died. I was waiting for like a booster because my battery in my car was fucked at the time. So immediately I was like looking at this lady, and I was like watching her walk away, and then the next thing, she starts walking away, running practically away, and I just die at the wheel. I'm just crying, laughing. So her and my family gets there, they boost me. They're like, "What happened?" Like, Mama came and talked to me, and they're like, "Oh God," and I'm like, "She was being nice. I was letting her do her thing. She went to go turn away, and then instantly death metal." My family's like, "Why?" And I'm like, "She ran away so fast." And it was a beautiful moment. My favorite thing is when, like, missionary or those people come up to me, I just look at them and I go, "I'm Buddhist." Because a lot of the times when you say you're a Buddhist, they just fucking walk away. They're like, "Alright, I guess I've met a Buddhist." And, like, I don't really count myself as any religion. I believe, like, I'm spiritual. I like Wiccans, I like Buddhists, I like ancient religions, I love Shinto, I love that kind of stuff. I'm very much, like, that kind of person. But, like, I just find that Buddhist is the one thing that it can make the Christians go away. No, I'm saying this as a, like, a confirmed Roman Catholic. Like, I can get married in a church if I wanted to. Not that I will, because I'm gay, but still. Like, I grew up Roman Catholic. I just find Buddhist is one of those things where a lot of Christians just, they don't want to argue with you at that point. Or at the very least, like, I find a lot of Christians, like, when they see, like, Buddha quotes, they're just like, "Oh, this is nice, this is it." Like, I see so many Christian women with, like, Buddha quote books, or, like, have a Buddhist thing like that. Like, it is one of those, for the most part, I've found that when a Christian starts going after me for religious things, I just say Buddhism, and usually they fuck off, and that has been my scapegoat. Like, I actually have, like, 3 statues of Buddha in my apartment. Like, I got 2 up in my kitchen area. I've got actual Buddha, I've got a laughing Buddha, and then in my bathroom above my toilet, I got another laughing Buddha. I have Buddhas in my apartment, so, like, I like Buddha. I like reading Buddha stuff. Like, I have Buddha quotes, I have a Buddhist audiobook. I love Buddhist stuff, but, like, I just find that's the easiest go-to. Anyone who's atheist, but it does appreciate a good Buddha quote, and, like, appreciates the teachings of some Buddhism stuff, and just, like, finds that to be the least offensive of the religions. Anytime a Christian is coming at you, and being like, "Oh, blah, blah, you don't believe in anything, blah, 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 blah," just say you're Buddhist. So fuck off. It's like the kryptonite. Because any other religion, they're like, we're right, you're wrong. Buddhists are like, oh, it's all up to you. I don't know. That's just been my personal experience, that is most Christian big people's kryptonite. I don't know if I told this story before. I probably have, mostly because it's, like, ridiculous. It was at my old job when I used to work in the mall. And this guy came up to us and started talking about God. And I was like, alright, he's one of these guys. He sat there and talked to us for about 45 minutes. 45 minutes! This guy wouldn't go away just talking to me about God. And by the end of it, I was ready to jump this man. And, like, he went up to my African-American boss and looked at her and said, "You people don't know God. Well, you know him, but you don't really know him." And I was like, shit! And she looked at him and just walked away. And I was like, alright, you deal with other customers. And I sat there listening to this guy. And the entire time in the back of my head, I'm like, tell him you're gay. Tell him you worship Satan. Just say anything to get him to go away. Then I was in customer service mode, so I didn't. But I could only imagine what would have happened. Like, I was like, oh, yeah. Like, a little part of my brain just wanted to say, yeah, I'm gay. I'm very gay. I like the women. So, yeah. I'm not really up for this. Favorite excuse for religious people is like, I know some people that say, well, you just never been to church. I'm like, I went to fucking catechism. I was Roman Catholic. I mean, I went to church almost every Sunday for years. I got half of it off because my mom didn't go to church. Still, I was raised Roman Catholic. Don't say I didn't go to church. I had to listen to this bullshit. I had to watch Veggie Tales. I said that was actually pretty good, considering. But like, I hate those people that are just like, fuck off. Fuck the F off. Like, this is a George Carlin quote, and I find it, like, it's a pretty good thing. Keep thy religion to thyself. What you believe in is what you fucking believe in. Unless someone's asking you for your opinion on religion, shut the fuck up! Like, I've had discussions with my friends where we'll talk about, like, religious things, and like, oh, I believe in this, and oh, I believe in this. I've had it with coworkers, too. Like, we talk about what we believe in. That's fine. We are talking about it. You don't go up to random ass people wanting to shout them about your fucking religion. Shut the fuck up. No one cares. No one has ever been like, oh yes, I shall worship Jesus after being forced to listen to someone rant about Jesus for 3 weeks. It's not going to work. But yeah, it's always been like my approach to dealing with those kinds of people. It's just immediately being like, I'm Buddhist, I'm walking the fuck away. Because they're not going to chase after a Buddhist. And like, I understand in some cultures, like, Buddhist people have done some fucked up things. But as, like, a standard-ish religion, I find Buddhism just to be the least problematic in my brain. It's just be nice to other people, don't be a dick. That's the basics of Buddhism. And that the best way to improve yourself is to focus on yourself. To be good to yourself. To be kind and nice to others. That will lead you towards enlightenment. That it makes more fucking sense than, you don't believe in God, you shall die. But yeah, it's like one of those things I just jump to occasionally. When I'm just really pissed at people. Because people are dumb. People are very dumb. I don't know if anybody's realized this. But as a whole of society, everyone's kind of fucking stupid. Take a listen to them. You hear these idiots? They're everywhere. As a whole, humanity is a stupid thing. Very stupid. They say some things. They piss some people off. I hate them. Individuals are fine. Humanity as a whole, we got some fucking issues. I got some fucking issues, people. I don't know how we're gonna fix them, but we have issues. And I believe the first step to acknowledging that we're gonna fix this shit is to acknowledge that the issues fucking exist. And as a whole society, humanity, we're fucked. We're fucked, and we need to sit down and think about life. We need to sit back, we need to look at ourselves and really evaluate how we're doing in this life. Like, oh, I saw this recently because it was trending on, like, TikTok. There's, like, an old interview with, like, Larry King and, like, Stanley. And Stanley, he was, like, asking Stanley, like, what was one thing he changed? And he said, hatred! And I'm like, yes, thank you, Stanley! Like, people would be, the world would be so much better if people just didn't hate people for stupid fucking reasons. Like, I totally get if people, like, hate people for racists, for being dicks, for murdering people, that kind of shit. I understand that. But hating people for shit that just doesn't matter. Like, oh, I hate that person because the way they chew their mouth. I hate that person because the color of their skin. No. Fuck off. You need legitimate reasons to be... to be like, I hate this person. When you say it without any legitimate reason, I just have the feeling that you may be, or may not be, losing a few IQ points. Just saying. So yes, I do realize I'm using this voice. I've realized lately, like, as I've become, like, more confident and more mental healthy stuff, I speak in, like, voices a lot. Like, I don't use my general tone of voice a lot. Like, as always, like, you know, people who work in customer service, you have your customer service voice. Like, oh, excuse me, hi, how can I help you? That kind of thing. Like, that is my customer service voice. This is my, like, general voice. But then I do things like this, or my favorite one is, oh my god, why? Or, like, I use, like, totally different voices for certain things, and I switch up my voice quite a lot, actually. This is something I've, like, slowly learned. I'm like, oh my god, yeah, I do voices a lot. Like, in the kitchen, I am not going to, oh my god, why? A lot. Like, I'll be in the middle of something, I'm like, frag! Oh, here's a story I was meaning to tell. Alright, the other day, it was, like, super fucking windy here. Like, uncharacteristically windy. Like, reminded me of being home, and I'm from an island, so that shit is always windy. But, like, it was bad. Like, signs were, like, it was bad, and, like, doors were flying open. But, at work, the front door froze. The lock froze, and I was like, oh, shit. Alright. I'll get myself out of this later. And, like, I tried to get the door locked for the night, and it wouldn't fucking lock, so I got someone who used de-icer, and then we used a bit of hot water, and we got the lock closed. And I'm like, we're only in here for like another 20 minutes to count this money stuff. It'll be fine. It'll be fucking fine. It was not fucking fine. It was not fucking fine! We immediately got locked in again. It took us like 20 minutes to get out. I had to call like my pseudo-manager, which is something she doesn't like us doing. I was basically like, hey, we're locked in fucking store! Help! Help! She was like driving here, and then eventually we got ourselves out by like splashing hot water. And like, oh, my coworkers, I was working with one like younger teenage boy, like just around the age where he could start working, like 16 years old. And then I was working with this guy that just like recently graduated high school and like just recently moved out on his own. And like, oh my god, one of them pulled out a hammer. He's like, I'm getting a hammer. I was like, no! No! Like, the entire time I'm trying to get this door up, and I'm just yelling at them like, no! He tried to use, like, an item to smash the lock. I was like, no, no, you're gonna break it. No, fuck off. Fuck off. No! Bad! Bad! Go! Put it away. I'm like, oh, it was bad. I was, like, trying to, like, rein them in while also trying to figure out how to get us the fuck out of the store. I mean, like, they're like, don't call the manager, she can't do shit. I'm like, I have to tell her we're locked inside that fucking store. Shut up! Oh, it was bad. I was swearing so much. It was bad. It was a bad time, and I was like, sorry. I just was looking at them like, my boys. No. You know what? No. Fuck off. Fuck off. Here you go, Linus. How you been? I love you. In case you're wondering who I care about most in this game, it's my husband, Linus, and of course my boy Pierre. Fuck Jojo Cola. Also, like, I bought some things, but, like, the last 2 days at work has been so hectic that, like, I bought things and I just kept forgetting them. Like, they had a Transformers Armada DVD, and it was, like, the best battle sequences. I don't know, it was $2. It was mine, instantly. I was like, Transformers Armada? The fuck? You're mine! I bought it! And then I left it at work, and, like, the day before that, I'd forgotten a tub that I bought, because I got a bath bomb as part of my thing. And it's supposed to have like a cute little bird thingy in it. So it's gonna have a foot bath because I don't actually have a bathtub, I just have a standing shower. So it's gonna have a foot bath today, but whatever. I was like, I forgot it and I wasn't gonna go in for it today because I had to meet my landlord. So fuck it. That was basically and I was just like, yeah, fuck this. Sorry, cut the mouse off. But yeah. Like, yeah. I've been very tired individual. I'm slowly learning that and becoming that, like, I'm not a millennial, I'm kind of like a zennial, that kind of area. Like, I'm like either late millennial or zennial, depending on what you say. Like, where I grew up, we're about like for a while we were about 5 years behind everywhere else, like, or sometimes even a decade, because of just we were an isolated island for a long time. It took a while to get a bridge. Like, it was just a thing. And like, I grew up with a lot more like early 90s things than I probably should, considering I was born in 94 96, but whatever. Also, it doesn't help that like I had a big brother that was exactly 4 years older than me, so I just kind of like tagged along, and like a lot of what I grew up with, especially when I was younger, was just basically my things my brother liked. But people don't realize, when you live alone, you are fat and you are teased. Your best friend becomes your brother, who is now my sister. But yes, like, that was a big thing when we were kids, was like, me and him did everything together. And like, right now, we live in different provinces, and I've kind of been like, hey, you wanna move out here? And she's like, no. And I'm like, fair. So like, she now lives on her own, she's doing her own thing. She's got like a college and a university degree. She does nothing with either of them. It kind of makes me a bit upset, but whatever. So like, I'm going back to college this year. And I was gonna call my high school this year, but like back home the virus got really bad, so I'm like waiting till next week, and I'm gonna like text my mom on Monday and be like, hey, yeah, is like the school like open again? Like it was closed this week possibly, like is it open again? If so, can I like call them? Like to call them and be like, hey, yeah, this is like Sarah, yeah, can you send my transcript over? Also, can you put like my new name on it, because they get confused. Give me something that's not a fish. I don't want a fish. I want trash. Give me trash. Cause I'm the garbage man. I eat trash. I spread it all over your lawn. Take a dummy and pool too. I like how it started off as one reference and then turned into another one. Started off as Always Sunny in Philadelphia reference, and then slowly turned into a Robin Williams joke reference. Just in case you haven't noticed, I listen to a lot of comedians over the years. Like one of my favorite, he was an Irish comedian. He's like the English language is a prison and fuck is my chisel. I was like, yeah, he's like, the Irish soul is very flowy and vibrant, and the English language is very constricted. I'm like, fair enough. Like a lot of the comedians I've listened to, like I've listened to that Redneck Comedy Tour a lot when I was a kid. I heard a lot of Larry the Cable Guy when I was a kid. Heard a lot of Jeff Foxworthy. You might be a redneck if there are about 3 decommissioned cars in your backyard. Speaking of which, like at my grandfather's house, he actually had like an area that's part of decommissioned cars, and like also decommissioned boats, like little boats, like little schooners and stuff like that, just sitting there in like this one area in the backyard. That's how you know you're a redneck. When you're a redneck, you're always gonna be a redneck. Like, I remember, like, I find this kind of funny, and like, I totally be one of these people. Like, the Christmas lights that you put up every year, you don't fucking take them down, you leave them up. You get some good ones, nice weatherproof ones, you stick them up once a year. Every time they die, you replace them. They just stay up. You just don't turn them on. Maybe you take like the little bits off your deck, but stuff on your roof, nah, that stays. Just don't get the multicolored ones that are kind of obvious. To me, that sounds appropriate. I told that to one of my coworkers, and she's like, that's the most redneck thing I've ever heard. I'm like, you guys take your Christmas lights down? And she's like, yes! I'm like, why? That is extra effort that you do not need to give. You put them up once, you take them down if you move. Or did I? Those are two reasons to take down Christmas lights. I'm just proving I'm more of a redneck every day. Every day, everybody's talking to me about this thing. Like, one of my favorite things is that, like, from where I'm from, like, I have a very neutral accent. Like, clearly, like, there is an accent from my area that I just never acquired. Mostly because, like, my mom has a very like, neutral accent, and, like, my dad, his is very light. So I got a bullhead. Okay. I was hoping for trash. Give me trash. I want my trash. Give me trash. Give me trash! Return the trash I got. So sorry, Linus. I'm so bad at this. Trying to do a community service here. Every time I try, I just realize I'm shit. Caught a lot of fish, though. How many more days do I got on this? I got 2 days to get 13 pieces of trash. Fish up them, anyways. It ain't happening. I'm so sorry, Lance. I'm trying my best. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm a bit drunk. But yeah. Look at my life. Also, like, the last, like, 3 days, like, my wisdom teeth occasionally, like, have been trying to come in for, like, 3 years now. And, like, every once in a while, the pain gets worse because they're like, oh, we're trying again. I'm like, ugh. Like, they're currently trying to come in and it hurts like a motherfucker. And it's, like, the only one particular one that I'm really feeling. And I'm like, ugh. Why you gotta be like this? Why you gotta be so rude? You didn't have to say I you. Anyways, what if I get a bigger house? I'll get a bigger fridge. That'd be nice. Anyway, I'm just gonna go to bed. You know, like a responsible adult. Also, like, at that age where a lot of people still think I'm young. I'm 25. I feel like I am close to 30. Stress has aged me. Or, like, coworkers would be like, my back, I'm old. And I'm like, I have a bad back, too. Or, like, one coworker, she's like, oh, my ankle's messed up, it didn't heal properly, and, like, pops. And I'm like, my body does that occasionally. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, yeah, occasionally I just wake up and I can just pop, 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 pop. Like, I'll do it until the noise stops. My body has died eternally. Thank you, Ellie. Thank you, honey. I know you didn't though, but thank you for the attempt. Look at my husband being all sweet stuff. Look at my husband. I love him. I love my wife. I love my blue ass jeans. I love the way she looks at me. I love my life in my car, in my van. Oh my god. Oh god. So tired lately. So fucking tired. I have no life anymore, people. Go to work. Get home. Like, as soon as I tell people I have 2 jobs, they're like, oh, should I have mostly on also. Like, well, one of them's like mostly evenings, and like one of them's mostly mornings. So it's like, they don't really do overlap occasionally. Over there, Demetrius. Sound the fish. Porco Rosso. Of course, I had to name my pig after a Ghibli character. For those of you who have not seen Porco Rosso, please watch the movie. I love it. It's like one of my favorite Ghibli films. It's like one of the ones I like love to rewatch all the time. I'm like so glad it's on like Netflix. Just like being sad and lonely, and I just watch Porco Rosso and that make me feel better. The other one's like Ponyo, My Neighbor Totoro, and fucking Porco Rosso are like the ones I like will watch incessantly over and over again. Also, I wish I had this much money in real life to pay off all my debts. That'd be nice. I don't wanna feel like I'm poor all the time. Like I'm poor all the time. I wanna make some money. Also, yeah, like, I'm looking for, like, a one-bedroom apartment currently because, like, I realized over the span of the pandemic, I would like some fucking more room. I live in a basically one room with a tiny little area where my closet is that I get dressed in, and then my bathroom. That's my life. I want more room, and I also want places to like display my figures. I want to be a real adult, people. Everyone's like, "You are a real adult." I'm not. I'm not a real adult. Anyone who tells me otherwise, he's lying. Are you real? I'm not adulty enough to be an adult yet. At the same time, I'm also not a kid. I have a life. I deal with shit. I pay bills. Like, one of my coworkers looked at me and is like, "Alright, what's your advice for living alone?" I'm like, "Alright, first thing you want to do, save as much fucking money as you can now that you live with your parents." Alright. Second thing, get roommates, find friends. Move in with friends. If possible, stay in your parents' house as long as you fucking can. Trust me. Alright. Second thing, you're gonna get a credit card. Do not spend much money. Like, keep that thing at like 500 for as long as you possibly fucking can. Don't do it out. Don't get a lot of money and then realize you can't pay it. Hate your existence. It's fine. It's fine, people. I'm not hurt. I'm fine. I swear. Yeah, those are my tips for adulting. You know, just don't be stupid. Stay with your parents as long as humanly possible. Trust me. You're gonna hate life. If you don't know what you want to go to college for, don't go to college. If you don't have a specific goal in mind when you go to university, don't fucking go to university. Don't do what I did. Don't like spend 3.5 years in university and then not do anything. Originally, I planned to take English and then go and be a Japanese foreign exchange teacher, like teach English in Japan. Like, that was my original goal. Also, just because you're young and you like don't mind working a lot of hours, don't do that to yourself. Don't overwork yourself. It sucks. Burnout sucks. Don't do it. Also, don't let people take away the shit that makes you happy. Like, if you like watching cartoons like I do, Like, I watch a lot of cartoons. Like, I'm actually debating watching, fucking, Paw Patrol. I'm debating watching that show. Mostly because I love rescue bots, and I'm like, maybe I'll have the same feel? I doubt it, but, like, a little part of my brain's like, you don't know until you try. But, like, don't let people say, like, oh, you can't be watching cartoons, you're, like, 25. I'm almost 25, actually. I still watch cartoons. I watch Rescue Bots Academy. The next half of the season's coming soon. I'm so excited! I'm also excited for Bot Bots. And, the 20th form of the animated series. The spin-off series. I can't wait for that. I shall binge it. It shall be glorious. I still want Bot Bots, so that's just an idea that just speaks of brilliance. I don't take away shit that makes you happy. If you, reading comics makes you happy, read fucking comics. Watch a cartoon makes you happy, watch comics. Watch cartoons. Fucking play video games makes you happy. Fucking play video games! Don't let people tell you that's stupid. Don't take your hobbies away. Hobbies are good. Hobbies are great. If you like drawing fan art, do it! Fucking, I'm not gonna tell you not to do fan art. I do fan art. If you like writing fan fiction, do it. I still write fan fiction. That's nice. I write fan fiction a lot. I have for like a decade. I'm forever trapped in this void, this hellscape I have created for myself. They can get in the hang of this mechanic, but I'm also like using the trainer rod, so yeah, like whatever. Whatever. But yeah, like, just be nice. Be kind to yourself. Sometimes the world sucks. Sometimes you have to have the Shogunai period where there is nothing that can be done. This is just gonna suck. You just need to fucking push on through it and fucking whatever. Sometimes life can suck. But hey, just because it sucks now doesn't mean it'll always suck. Things do eventually get better. Sometimes they get worse before they get better, though. That's one of those things I find people don't say, like, often enough. Especially with, oh, that used to piss me off. I used to hate, like, it gets better. When I was, like, really ill, and I was like, fuck off. Fuck this right off. I wish that someone had sat me down and been like, yeah, it's gonna fucking suck. Things are gonna be shitty. Eventually it'll get better, but sometimes it might get fucking worse, alright? Because that feels less invalidating than, it'll get better. Fuck off. People are wondering, like, since I talk about mental health stuff, I have a complex post-traumatic stress disorder. From long, multi-kind of abuse from my father when I was in class. But, I've gotten over it, and I've gotten a lot better, but, like, a lot of things just won't change because now my body's just wired this way. It's been taught that since, like, very young ages, so my body's just wired that way. Like, I get stressed easier than other people, I get anxiety easier than other people, I have certain conditions and things like that that are just, I'm not like a normal person because my body has been trained from a very young age to behave a certain way. And there is a certain level, certain point where that is almost like training my body to not react that way to certain things is probably not gonna happen. Some of that is like deeply fucking ingrained in me now. Like, yeah, like, it's interesting having my disorder. It's fun. Yay. But, like, a lot of things, like, also go along with it. Like, I have really bad association. That's also, like, one of the things that helped me be creative. In a weird, sad, depressing way. A lot of fan fiction was written by dissociation and anxiety. A lot of even like stuff I've done later on in life has been, yeah, Not exactly the healthiest coping mechanism, but it's something that's in there. It's definitely fueled my creative side. It's definitely fueled my attention side writer side. Anyways, yeah. It's this shit that goes on in my life. Like I've just been sitting here, like, pretty much catching fish when I'm trying to catch garbage! I'm here for your trash! I want trash, give me trash, give me trash. Ah, fuck this fish. Oh my god, my nose. This year, around where I was living, it's like been freezing, melting, freezing, melting, freezing, melting so much. And my sinuses, my allergies did not know what the fuck to do. They're like, alright, this is our usually good season. Nope. Alright, it's starting to melt off. Alright, back to allergies. And it's like, oh no, we're fine again. No, back to allergies. Like, I've always been the person, like, I'm very much a mouth breather because maybe that's the reason I don't find mouth that bad, but like I've never been able to breathe through my nose at a consistent basis to the point that I like almost never breathe through it. Because for a lot of my youth, this just wasn't an area that would allow breathing. I have bad sinus issues, I have bad allergies. This was constantly plugged. So I just never really learned to breathe. Like, I can do this for a very long time. It really doesn't bother me that often. Like, to be quite honest, like, it fucks with my voice a little bit, but like, this doesn't really bother me. Because what little air I'm able to breathe through my nose is not significant enough. This has always been stuffy. It is stuffy 98% of the year. Like, that's stuffy from the cold, it's stuffy from allergies, or it's stuffy from sinuses. It's also why, like, I have such a distinct overbite. Mouth breathers have, like, more chance of getting, like, ridiculous overbites and, like, gaps in their front teeth. And I have a gap in my front teeth and I used to have a worse overbite. Like, before it used to be, like, I couldn't close my fucking mouth. I had that bad of an overbite. I didn't even catch any trash today. God fucking damn it. Give me one piece of trash. Give me your trash. I want your trash. Give me your trash. I want your trash. Give me your trash. Trash now. Alright, I ain't catching any trash tonight. No trash for me. Along the lanes of London City, Drury Lane, here we go again. We convene this fine committee, Drury Lane, here we go again. Army sons and daughters, the juniper and water will lead you from the slaughter. Sit down with the gentlemen. Oh la 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 la, we'll all be happy till we die. Gentlemen's Club. Hooray! La 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 la. We'll all be happy till we die. Gentlemen's Club. Let's go see the jellyfish.
I've done some home cooking. It's time to see the jellyfish. I don't know if I will be on time. I shall try.
I've now realized that man is not like posh. He's like a weird environmentalist, and I love him. Hello, I love you, honey. Just trying to spook me. I enjoy your theater, honey. My dude, you will cook anything, and I appreciate that. You fucking love you, cow. Oh, the other one. Alright. Alright, let's launch off the thing, man. Yes, let's go. Let's go. It's me, Yashiroreaper. Untie it and be free. Has my husband come with me? Yes, he has. Thank you, hubby. Music in this scene is nice. I actually like the Stardew Valley music. I'm really hoping when I get Animal Crossing that like the music isn't as bad as people say. I thought I'll just put on like kawaii core music and play the game, but still. Look at the purpose. I love jellies, hello jellies, 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 jellies. Your jellies, I love you, jellies. I love you, jellies. Jellies, 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 jellies. I love jellies. You love jellies. I love jellies. Jellies are forever. Bye-bye, jellies. Someone who's actually lived on an island and is used to being on the beach. Fuck jellyfish! As a whole, 98% of the time, fuck jellyfish. They're pricks. I still love how my husband has taken in frogs. My husband is so gay! He has frogs! Turn the frickin' frogs gay! Sorry, I hit my mic. And yeah, just in case you're wondering, this is a 4-cup set that I got for Christmas years ago. It has, like, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1987 show. That is the next show I'm going to be reacting once I finish Transformers G1. I'm going to watch the original Turtle show because I watched one season that I got, like, back in, like, high school for Christmas one year. And, like, I'm going to watch the entire show and see how beautiful it is. love my husband. Anyways, I can make a gay one. Just be like, I love my husband. Like, I do love him. He's a beautiful man. He deserves all the love and attention that can possibly be given to someone. And anyone who dares says otherwise shall die. Fall seeds, winter, spring, summer, summer, fall. Alright. Let's get into planting. Push you, please move. I mean, Usagi. Push you is one of my chickens. Thank you, Usagi. Usagi! 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 Choco. Wherever you are. Whenever you. Wherever chicken you are. Please, get out of my crops. I'm trying to plant seeds. Choco! 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 Choco. Ohio. Donald, move! Donald! Get in the way, Donald. Donald. Donald! Get out of the fucking... Alright, Donald, you win.
You win, Donald. You win this time. This time, Gadget. This time.
God damn it, Donald. Get out of my way! Alright. I'm gonna go grab some full seeds. Along the lines of rolling down to old Maui, Bay boys rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling down for old Maui. Once more we sail to the northerly gale, through the ice, the wind and rain. Those coconut palms, those tropical rains, we soon will see again. 6 hellish months we start to wait, but it's gonna turn to the sea. Now we're homeward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling down to old Maui, rolling down to old Maui. May boys rolling down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic ground, rolling down to old Maui. Once more we sail for the northerly gale. It's our island home. Our coconut palm, then nothing say. We soon will see again. 6 hellish months we start the way and chase the road to sea. I don't actually remember that entire song off the top of my head. I should know it. It's like a basic. 6 hellish months we sat away on the techno to find a way another day. If you don't know who the artist I'm singing is, it's a folk singer from Newfoundland called Sam Rogers. He wrote a lot of like maritime songs or something throughout the Maritimes. There you go. On the Northwest Passage to the sea. I got my first truffle. I'm so proud of you, Piggy. Look at how grotesque and fat you've become. I love it. Sorry, the burbles are real. Things seem to be fine in this area. I shall check on the chickens now. Chickens seem to be doing well too. Good job, guys. Good job, Chicky. Hello, Chicky. Feel good. Feel good. Windmill, windmill for the land that turns forever hand in hand. Take it on there on your stride. It is ticking, falling down. Love forever, love is free. Let's turn forever, you and me. Windmill, windmill for the land is everybody in. Laughing cats at Tasmas, fast cats on the don't like ass crack. Ladies always attract, it's my talk a little time. Swim that holiday shit, man, buckling holiday shit. I watch the way I gravitate, In a dog town, this Joe's town, it's most town, don't read the play, don't fight the dust, can't fight with us. With Joe's town, you feel the ink, so don't stop. Get it, onto the chariot, watch the way I navigate, And that's right, I just sang the lyrics to Feel Good Inc. Do I feel old yet? And the question to that answer, the answer to that question, I mean, I'm good at English, I swear. It's not like it's heinous. You know, it makes it worse. That I took English in university. I did a secondary education on this shit and I still don't get it. That's a special kind of level, right, people? Now you see, you may think that I just am stupid, which you may or may not be right. But there's more to it than that. What makes this whole situation here worse is that I was actually professionally educated in this language. That is right. I went to school for this, and I'm still that bad. Still that bad. I don't know what I'm doing, to be quite honest, people. I don't know why. I just do what I do. I just do what I do. Let's go to the chord. Don't we see again? 6 hellish months we sat away on the jet for New Kashi. Now we're homeward bound from the Arctic ground, falling down to hold Maui. It's more we sail for the North again. Or like, what's another good one? I remember singing a lot as a kid. Oh yeah. The year was 1778. How I wish I wasn't sharp now. A letter of mine came from the king to the scummiest vessel I'd ever seen. God damn them all. I wish though we'd fill the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of pirates' privateer. 3 months we sailed to the Yeah, I wish I wasn't Sherbrooke now. 6 hellish months we sailed away. I'm bad at this. I can't remember. I wish I wasn't Sherbrooke now. A letter and mark came from. Ugh, there. I grabbed 2 tissues. Without no tears, I'm a broken man. Gonna fight spears and last barracks, but I got tears. Soon we sailed away. I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. Awful hill and one property has told us and goddamn no more. I was so many crews to chase for American gold. Fire no guns, shed no tears. I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier. The last of barracks, privateers. Like I just had to keep pushing my dog. I'd be like, "Doggo, I'm trying to sleep. Doggo, please, 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 let me sleep. Let me sleep." We were talking about at work the other day about like what it'd be like if dogs could talk, and I was like, "Oh my god, I want to be like the dogs in Up." I love you.
Just in case you people were not clear, I'm very gay.
Thank you, Evelyn. She made me cookies. Oh, she's so sweet. She bet her husband's a dick. Keep these to my boy. Anyways, everybody, Mina-san. Who's in here? Two of my ducks. Ducksu, Ducksu, I love Ducksu. Hello, everybody. Hello, my animals. I love you all very much. Thank you. All to myself, I can try to suck it up. I just can't suck it up. I want you all to myself.
Let's make some goat milk cheese, cause I like cheese.
I don't know. I just really like cheese. Anyone who else is lactose intolerant and just really likes cheese, rise for the national anthem. See you again. 6 months we said, way out you know you gotta see.
We're going back to the quarry today, people. Back. Back to a society where the end is nigh.
I like the quarry. I found one or two rocks. Very good. Very good. Is this like fixed? Oh yeah, it is. Very nice. I did not even notice that. I just happened to notice there was a new location by my mind shift trolley. So I must investigate. It'll be okay. Everything will be okay. And if the 7 hells collapse, although the day could be long, you will be okay. When I'm gone, you'll be okay.
I found a new mining hole and I love it.
I don't like the desert one. The desert one's like a pain in the ass. And like it resets all the time. That should be the main goal of anything. Just have fun. Fuck, that just take names.
That is my life foul, people.
Oh shit. What the fuck? Holy shit, I love you! Get over here! Fucking skull! Fuck piece of shit!
I loved it. The flying skull monster that sounded like a bat. I loved it. I shall name him Stevio. Fly, Stevios, fly!
Just in case you are ever wondering why I am such a fucking weird person. This is what I call being unique. Sometimes you just got to slip into an accent. I'm not entirely sure which one I'm kind of using, but fuck it. Fuck it. It's very much like to use the German accents. It's very nice accents. I very much like how they use the W is more like a V. So we will. Why am I a vet? Ja. Don't kill me. It's one of the reasons I very much like Transformers animated this week. This week's accent is very nice German accent. Very much like the German accent. Ever, I mean, you can never talk to me about the German accents. I very much love the German accents. It's a very nice accent. It's very fun accent. It's sorry, Stevio. I must leave. Stevio, I love you. You're a burden to society. I think I said it's a burden to society, man. I'm trying to be very nice. It's alright. It's very alright. I'm gonna get you to process my geodes for me. Then, of course, I shall give you the items that you acquire. You see, I very much like accents. Accents are very nice. I didn't grow up with one. Like, the kind of accent that we have is a bit more like almost a Newfie accent. It's a bit more, I can't even do it without really thinking about it, but what are you talking about there, bye? There, bye, yeah, bye. that's a bit similar to the accents. Thank you very much. So I've talked to my man Clint, and he approved. So we can move on. Right back to this, and we're going to head back to the quarry. Yeah, we're going to head back into the quarry. It's a very nice place. Yeah, we very much like the quarry here. Oh, I need to do the stretches. I've not been doing my stretches. I'm actually been trying to do this. I'm the worst for making habits. Like, I have the worst. I don't make habits. I'm very spontaneous. See how it goes daily individual. And I've been trying to do some radio taiso every day. And if you don't know what radio taiso is, it's like early morning stretches that they do in Japan, that kind of thing. And I've been trying to do that, but I'm very bad. I'm very bad at making sure I stay motivated to do my stretches. I even have a video of it on YouTube. It's basically, I follow the video. It is like 5 minutes, and I am the very worst at doing this. I also bought weights so that I could start exercising. I am the worst, and I have not really used them. I used them once day, and I was very not the best at it. I am not the best. I'm actually kind of the worst, but I am trying my best. Also, yes, I am still doing the German accent. I love this accent. It's a very fun accent to be using. Yes. And I will probably be using the action. You ever see that all maybe it's a Vine. I'm not entirely sure. It was a YouTube video, and this lady's like, "Oh, my dog is in the water," and this man jumps off the bridge and grabs the dog and says, "Dry him off. Will be fine." And the lady is like, "Are you a vet?" And he's like, "Vet? I'm fucking sucking." That's a very good video if you've ever seen that. Someone did it for Transformers Animated Thing where he says those lines, and it's very good. I love that. It's very nice. Very, very just. I'm really hoping that the stuff I bought at work is still there. I buy stuff and I leave it at the cash, so I'm hoping they didn't have to put it back. But if they did, it was only like $6 for the things I wanted to buy, so I will probably just buy them anyways and just take the loss of the $6 I had previously spent on these items, especially the Transformers Armada episodes. I really would like those. Even though it has the entire series, there's something about having the DVDs that just adds a certain levels of authenticities that is very nice. And also, I really hope that it has my favorite bits. I'm in Armada entirely for number one, Starscream. He's very nice in that show, very great. And then I'm also there for some very good Megatron and also some very fun Hot Show. He is very nice in that show. I very much enjoy this. He's a character that I find very much, and also the humans aren't nearly as annoying as they can be in other series. Uh, they are definitely not on the level of how much I hate despite with Vicky, that man can go die. I hate him. He is literally the most hated character I have in the Transformers universe. I hate his guts. Anytime he's on screen, I am so angry. I do not like that kid. I know you kind of hope he dies. Unfortunately, I know that he doesn't know. It's a very, very sad moment to realize that, unfortunately, Spite with Vicky gets to live. And, that is a shame upon our humanities. That, we did not kill Spite with Vicky as, it should very well be. This man should, die and, never be found again. Oh, Scheiße, 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 Scheiße. Oh, yes, Scheiße, 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 Scheiße. So we are going to, be leaving the mines. Not entirely sure what this is, but, I'm going to be slowly walking out of this, and hopefully that, this area hopefully calms down. Either way, I wish to leave. This is not the place I wish to continue to be, and this is not the area of which I meant to go. Is this way? I believe it might be. Fuck off, Flying Skull. The Stevios. The Stevios are very angry with me, and I do not appreciate all this hatred. But I suppose it is to be expected. I did come in unannounced, and that was my fault at all, and I shall closely leave. Also, anyone who actually knows anybody that's German, can you tell me if this accent is at all accurate? I'm not entirely sure. This might just be a very, very, very stereotypical, very almost generic accent, and I'm not entirely sure if I am doing this correct. I have seen some things with the German, but it's very much. I'm not an expert in accents, and I'm not entirely sure if this accent I am portraying is anywhere close to accurate. So, thank you very much. If you has been watching this, thank you. Yes, I shall sell this, and this, and this, and this, and what else should I sell? I shall sell this. Oh, this guy's getting sold. And I think that's very good for tonight. Alright, so it's time for the bets. It's also fun that Zeus has doubles, and gems worth 30% more. That's very nice. I do appreciate all this leveling I've been doing. Also, I slowly realized that drinking an entire how many ounces? A lot ounces of drinking booze and pop, and I've not planned this very well. My bladder is starting to hate me. So I am actually going to take a quick potty break, and I shall be back momentarily. I'm just going to check to see if anyone is in the chat. No, of course not. I shall be momentarily back. Do please wait. I shall return. The kitty is sleeping. Unfortunately, I can't give her to entertain you all. Very sorry. Be right back. I should be right back, I swear. I'm gonna start the German accent. Hello, everybody. Iron's backs. Iron's backs. And yes, the German accent is staying. I'm not entirely sure how to get rid of it at this point. You ever find when you're imitating an accent that the longer you do it, the harder it is to break out of it? At least that's what I find. I'm also one of those people that when I hear an accent, especially a very pronounced accent, I am very inclined to actually imitate the accent. I will start pronouncing things the way they pronounce them. It is really bad. But the reason I had this weird thing is because I actually used to have a very bad speech impairment as a young child. And one of the best ways I found to get around this speech impairment and to improve myself was to actually imitate others. And that meant that I imitated those around me. And because of that, I find this a bit easier to, how do you say, mimic the others when I hear some things. I'm very much a mimic person. I hear some things and I vocally stim a lot, and that also comes out as me mimicking some things like toy. Nani desho? Oh, you are very good at your job. Thank you, Focus. You're giving me all the truffles. I appreciate it very much. You are very, very, very improving at your job. It's very good to have you here, Poco. Also, yes. You so believe I named Choconarita after the dating sims games that I played on my channel forever ago. And then Tori, I was supposed to name him after it's a cow character, but I accidentally named him after the seahorse character from Fruit Basket. Because I am not that smart. Nor do I remember names that well. I thought it was the name of someone who was a seahorse and a doctor. It was a very bad misnomer by me, but now it is working, and that is all that matters at the end of the day, is it not? Yes, Papache, it's I'm not entirely sure how to make it's truffle oil, so I wonder if that's gonna be something that you will see. So like, well, Petrosa, what is this machine against? I'm trying to remember. What are you? Machine. Tell me what machine you are. You are a seeds maker. Yes. Yes, that's Donka. Yes, I forgot. That is what you are. You're a seeds maker. And this is what's yours. Yes, what's all of them in the box. What's in the box? We don't know. Shall we find out what's in the box? Probably. We're going to head over to towns, and we shall visit my good friend. He shall hopefully open up these geodes for me. So yeah, I'm here to open up the geodes, and these are not bad finds. I was hoping for something a bit more my styles, but don't question, don't question. As I know actually a bit of German. I know how to count in German. It's one of those things. I learned how to count to about 5 in a certain number of languages, and I know how to count to 5 in German. Eins, eins, drei, vier, los. I'm not entirely sure if I'm pronouncing that right. It might be eins, eins, drei, vier. I'm not entirely sure if I'm correct on the pronunciation. But that is just one of those things. I just, for some reason, I picked up ons over the years. I also know the word Scheiße. I believe Scheiße means shit. I'm not entirely sure. All I know is that it's a curse word. And I use it in the kitchen a lot. When I'm in the kitchen and something goes wrong, I say Scheiße. Scheiße rolls off the tongue. It's a very German, especially words. They have a lot of accurate words for things, and they also have like Schadenfreude, which is taking pleasure from others' suffering. It's a very nice word. They also have a lot of words that are just very nice to say, and I very much love the language. One of the bands I really like listening to is actually Rammstein. If you don't know Rammstein, I love them. They were not long after Russia decided that they want to be homophobic as a policy and legally, and Rammstein, I believe, went to Russia and they were performing a show, and two of the singers made us on stage. And this was an all-male band, so not very Russia friendly at the time, but they did not care, and I appreciate that. Sometimes countries are stupid and they make bad choices, and we don't have to support them. Also, anyone who is in Russia and still dealing with it, I believe it's still the law is that homophobia if being gay is against the law. I'm not entirely sure. And I don't mean getting married if you're homosexual is not legal. That's in a lot more countries than Russia. But I believe it's actually like if they find out you are with a man, they can charge you. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not exactly sure how the law works. I just know that it's a bit different than just they cannot be married. Yeah. The world is a very interesting place. And as someone who is very much gay herself, when I first heard that, it offended me because why should the government be allowed to tell you that you are wrong because you love someone who has the same gender parts as you do? also very, like, as I said, I am not straight, I am very much a lesbian. But I'm also what is called a sapphic. It means basically that I am non. I believe I am non-binary. I do not really care about gender. I use female pronouns mostly for convenience. I don't really care, to be quite honest. You can use whatever pronouns you wish. My best friend, she always uses they, them, and I appreciate them, and they're very nice when people use those pronouns, but I do understand that most people will not use those pronouns, so I just don't bother to feel pretty bothered by it. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way I am, but I just don't really care about the gender norms, to be quite honest. I'm just here to have good times, and I'm here for good times. Maybe not long times. Also, I don't know. I've mentioned this before in other streams, but if you didn't know, I'm going to college, and what I'm going to college for is early childhood education. And one of the things me and my coworkers were talking about the other day is that I currently collect storybooks that I wish to read to my future classes, and I want to read to them Santa Claus's Husband. I also have Night Night Groot and Grow Up Ant-Man. I also have a cat version of the Phantom of the Opera that I got when I was young. I love child's books that aren't just so like basic storylines that have a bit more progressive thoughts. It's very nice, and I collect them currently. And yes, I don't have the Santa Claus's Husband ones yet, but that is on the list of storybooks I shall have to spy. I got the golden scythe! Thank you very much, Grimly Bassa. I am so very glad. I think this accent's slowly slipping out. Oh, you don't know the accent? Yoshi, you've been gone for 5,000 years! Even one of my coworkers, like, we'll get on topics, because, well, that's what we do at my job. And, like, we'll be talking about shit, and I'll be like, oh, yes, the 1,000 ages have come. Fear me, mortals, for I shall die, and when I die, they shall find my corpse hung up on the walls. One day he was talking, and he said he went on the quest, and I said, ooh, tell me about your quest. And he's like, it was a very difficult quest. I met some dragons. I said, ooh, tell me about the dragons. He said, they were very helpful dragons. They directed me to the place where I should get what we were looking for. And I was like, oh, that's a very nice dragon. It kind of reminds me of Draco from the Dragon Hearts. And it was very nice. Me and my coworkers. Certain coworkers have seen me like say things. They're just like, why are you like this? And I'm like, because I do. I like to be a bit weird. One thing I'm actually hoping I can do at some point is get a good D&D campaign going. I love D&D. D&D, it has that very much chaotic energy that I very much appreciate. I like how I got a golden staff. This is a very nice size. That means I'm very sorry, original size. She'll have to be replaced. You are replaced by your betas. Oh yes, that's something good. And let's see what's there. That's it's good. So, some of those. Put some stones in there. And there. What's the rest of this to be sold? Yeah. No, put that out. That's so you can see iron. And the goat. takes a cool nap. So now we shall go to bed. Very well. Very well, honey. Oh, yes. The cheese. The cheese I love. The cheese and that. And so it's the time for sleeps. Alright, guys, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this weird little stream. I don't know why I switched to like a German accent for like the last like half. I'm not entirely sure why I slipped into the accents. Oh yeah, I was talking about Transformers animated Blitzwig, and that's kind of goes in and talking about other languages that I slightly know bits and pieces of. And with this person, I just pick up with little bits and pieces. Like I work with two younger boys, and they're from the Philippines, and they taught me "tiamo, tiamo." They said it's a curse word. I don't know if I'm entirely certain if they told me it's a curse word, but I'm pretty sure. Anyways, if you guys enjoy my videos, please just, if you guys enjoy my stream, sorry, follow me here on Twitch. Think about subscribing and to be notified when I'll stream. You can also find me on Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, DeviantArt. I do fan art. I do fan fiction on AO3 and fanfiction.net. Not sure all across the web. If you want to help support me in everything I do here on the internet, check out my coffee page, ko-fi.com/share. That's ko-fi.com/Yashiroreaper. But all these streams eventually get put up on my YouTube channel whenever I have time to do thumbnail and stuff for that. On Sunday, every Sunday, I usually stream some Transformers G1 reactions. I try to stream at least once or twice a week, depending on when I'm available. And yeah, thank you guys so very much for watching, and hopefully you have a lovely day. I don't know why I switched into this voice, but whatever. So thank you. Love you. And hopefully I'll see you guys in my next stream, which will be Sunday. Love you so very much. And bye, my beautiful peoples. Bye. And stay safe out there. And wash your hands and all that good stuff. Thank you. And bye. Actually, I have to go into the next days to make sure that I can leave the games. What's on? Exit the desktop. So thank you. And love you. And bye bye. Bye. Kitty is lying with me. Her feet on my belly, her belly stretched out in her floof, 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 and her sleepy little face. I have a kitty napping with me.